Hello and welcome to the Transfer News Podcast. I'm Archer, and it's Wednesday, December 24th, Christmas Eve, which means you're either frantically wrapping presents or sensibly avoiding family chaos by listening to transfer gossip. Either way, you're in the right place. The January window's just around the corner, and the rumour mill is working overtime. Let's dive into what's happening across the Premier League. First up, Manchester United are reportedly eyeing a loan deal for Conor Gallagher. The midfielder, currently at Chelsea, could be a January target for Ruben Amorim as he looks to bolster his midfield options. It's an interesting move given the competition for places at Old Trafford. Staying with United, they're also plotting a move for Bournemouth's Antoine Semenyo in January. The winger has caught the eye this season, with some impressive performances on the south coast. However, Semenyo apparently prefers a move to Liverpool if he's going to leave Bournemouth, so United might have a fight on their hands. In fact, there are reportedly 5 clubs chasing Semenyo's signature, making him one of the most sought-after players this winter. The 24-year-old has become a hot property, and Bournemouth will likely demand a significant fee. Now here's a big story. Kobbie Mainoo reportedly wants to leave Manchester United. The young midfielder, who broke through last season, is said to be frustrated with this situation. However, United could block any potential move, which makes sense given his talent and potential. There's also talk of Mainoo being in demand for a January loan move, with several clubs interested in taking him temporarily. It's a tricky situation for Ruben Amorim to navigate. Elsewhere at United, Joshua Zirkzee's potential loan move to Roma has hit a deadlock. The striker who joined in the summer hasn't quite settled, and a temporary return to Serie A seemed logical, but negotiations have stalled. Moving to West Ham, Nuno Espirito Santo's side are eyeing Wolves striker Jorgen Strand Larsen for January. The Norwegian has impressed since moving to Molineux, and West Ham are looking to add firepower. The Hammers are also reportedly set their sights on Norwich City's Josh Sargent, the American forward who's been performing well in the Championship. West Ham are clearly looking at multiple striking options. West Ham are also watching Middlesbrough's Hayden Clayton, who's been in excellent form. Nuno is clearly keen to strengthen his squad in multiple positions. Manchester City are planning to target Crystal Palace defender Marc Guehi in the summer. The England international has been outstanding for Palace, and Pep Guardiola sees him as a long-term solution to City's defensive needs. Bayern Munich are also reportedly planning talks with Guehi, so Palace could have a bidding war on their hands. Crystal Palace themselves want Brennan Johnson from Tottenham. Oliver Glasner is keen on the Welsh winger, though prizing him away from Thomas Frank's Spurs could prove difficult and expensive. Palace may also consider bids for Jean-Philippe Mateta, their prolific striker. If the right offer comes in, they might be tempted to cash in. Liverpool's Mohamed Salah saga continues, with Al Hilal preparing a bid for the Egyptian superstar. Saudi clubs have been circling, and with Salah's contract situation still unresolved, a move to the Middle East remains possible. Jamie Carragher has suggested that Alexander Isak's injury might actually convince Salah to stay at Liverpool, as Arne Slot's side need all the attacking firepower they can get for the title race. Liverpool are also reportedly planning a bid for Real Madrid's Eduardo Camavinga, which would be a statement signing. Additionally, they're part of a trio of clubs chasing Everton's Iliman Ndiaye, the talented midfielder who's impressed at Goodison Park. Paris Saint-Germain are considering a swap deal involving Marcus Rashford. The Manchester United forward has struggled for consistency, and a fresh start in France could appeal to all parties. 2 Premier League clubs are reportedly eyeing Sporting's Ousmane Diomande, the highly rated young defender. Competition for his signature is heating up. Finally, Manchester City goalkeeper James Trafford wants to leave the club in search of regular first-team football. The young keeper needs games, and a loan or permanent move seems likely. Before we wrap up, want to win your fantasy Premier League mini-leagues? Join Fantasy Football Hub today, with 30% off using our link in the show notes. That's all for today's episode. Thanks so much for listening to the Transfer News Podcast. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Visit our website at transfernewspodcast.com. And don't forget to sign up for our daily newsletter at transfernewspodcast.com to get all the latest transfer news delivered straight to your inbox. Have a wonderful Christmas Eve, and I'll catch you next time.